Wanna go to space?
We're all trying to leave this world, Basil, and go to the red planet where humanity will expand into the ether and into the future of the world. And why isn't this page loading? Come on, website. Give me this good stuff, man. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why this page is not loading. Do I exit or wait? I will wait. WIONnews.com. Is someone looking at us from Mars? This creepy photo suggests so. I'm talking slow to try to reload this web page, which is not reloading.
No.
It's been that kind of day today. We had the entire rig shut down. There we go. There you are. Thank you, computer. Thank you, Lambda, for allowing me to continue with the show. All right, so the headline here is someone looking at us from Mars? This creepy photo sure looks like it. And I don't know how these things are. Yeah, I don't know how these things are news anymore, but okay. Mars has been favorite candidate of humankind to search for life just next door in our solar system. Martians attacking Earth has been a recurrent theme in movies and books. The theme is so popular that it almost appears that we secretly wish our planet to be invaded by Martians. So how about an idea that someone is staring at us from the surface of the red planet? The idea sure sends a chill down our spine, as it suggests that while we were busy understanding our neighbor by sending spacecrafts, someone or something on the planet instead had its eyes at us. Latest photograph clicked by European Space Agency orbiter. Sure looks like it. Shouldn't the word be snapped? Aren't photographs snapped by people, not clicked? But okay. But thrill seekers among us need to hold their horses for a bit, as this photo is of a massive crater on the surface of Mars. That doesn't mean it doesn't look scary. Is that a double negative on a... Okay. The crater is almost the shape of an eye, with complete with a blackened region at the center. The crater is 30 kilometers across and is located in a region in southern hemisphere of Mars. The region is named Aonia Terra. Aonia, A-O-N-I-A, Terra. This region of Mars features many craters formed due to massive impacts 4 billion years ago. Is that 4 billion Mars years or Earth years? See, they're never clear about that stuff. You know, that's why it's all hogwash. These infant planets are being battered by huge space rocks and that were roaming around in the newly formed solar system. Okay, Earth was battered as well, but much of the evidence of such bombardment was erased. Two twos right there. T-O-T-O. That's a typo. Various natural processes that have been ongoing for billions of years. This story is nonsense, Basil. And this NASA picture of a alleged crater, I mean, it looks like a zoomed in picture of a wart or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like I don't know, like maybe the crust of a baguette.
Yes. Yeah, with the burn mark, like somebody put a cigar or tried to put a cigar out on a piece of bread or something. You know, it's got the black charcoal there, little dent, or maybe it's I don't know, pizza bread. Not impressed. Not impressed. But why make a reference to at all to an all-seeing or not all-seeing, but like some kind of eye looking back at us, like we're being watched?
You know, that's always been a bit of a motif when it comes to space. You know, there's the nebula, the like eyeball nebula thing.
Mm-hmm.
That they call it the eye of God or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. I think there's something just very sort of deeply ingrained in us. The idea that some large eye in the sky would be watching us.
Yeah. Yes. Which is interesting because it's almost like they can't get away from
the idea of God.
The idea of God. It doesn't even have to be
an omnipresent large figure watching us.
Yeah.
And, again, if you talk about the sort of cult of scientism, and we've already identified, of course, scientists being the priests, astronauts being the prophets, and just above the prophets, where the prophets will visit someday, is the eye itself looking down at us, whether that's a nebula or a piece of bread on Mars. It seems like it's, again, I think they mentioned it in the article. It's almost like we want there to be something up there.
We do,
looking back.
And if you think about the new agey thing, about speaking it into existence, I feel like if enough people want it, they'll provide something.
Sure.
Like they'll give them, the lizard people will give them something. So anyway,
what is this place called? The Aeonia?
Yeah, Aeonia Terra.
Trying to find what Aeonia might be, but is proving more difficult than I thought.
Oh, really? Did you take get a Goog stab at it?
Tried, yeah, but nothing's coming up. I don't know what Aeonia references, because all these space names, they always reference some
mythology,
Greek god or something. Yeah.
District in Greece.
Jackie, I think it's Jackie. Jackie in the chat says Aeonia may have been a district of ancient Boeotia,
in Greece,
a region in Greece, containing the mountains Helicon and Cithaeron.
Yeah.
Okay, don't know what any of that means, but it's probably where some Greek mythological battle happened, or some god that birthed his own mother or something.
It looks like Ovid's Metamorphosis has something to do with the whom Ovid calls Aeonides.
Yeah, well, it's fun to watch the scientific establishment reference the idea that there is some sort of omnipotent watcher, no matter what they're looking at out there. Yeah,
well, the Aeonian maids, huh? Alexander Pope. The bard must surpass the Aeonian maid. Interesting. Yeah.
Read out loud, Gons. We're doing a podcast. This is the mumble section of the podcast where we each do our,
that's really interesting.
Some web pages and mumble under our breath.
Okay, it says here, the English poet Ben Jonson berates himself for sloth. Are all the Aeonian springs dried up? In Paradise Lost, John Milton, quote, intends to soar above the Aeonian mount. Alexander Pope, in a similar gesture, says the bard must surpass the Aeonian maids. In a sonnet, the Italian poet Ugo Foscolo addresses his muse as Aeonia Diva. So clearly there's some classical references there.
Yeah.
And calling it Aeonia Terra has that sort of, extra, it's firm land, it's firm ground.
Yeah.
But in this
it's
area,
fun. It's fun because the scientists get to sort of make up their own fantastical worlds on places.
Yeah, especially in the metaverse.
May or may not.